Alright, so hey y'all, I am going to do kind of like a story time, chit chat, get ready with me, even though I'm not going nowhere. I'm really just truly flat ironing my hair because it needs to be flat ironed because, yeah, I have a lot of hair and I'm sleeping with my scarf, like I haven't wrapped it in a while, so it's kind of like, not matted, but it's just not its usual. So usually I have like a comb, you know, my flat iron, I use coconut oil, like the stuff you cook with, whatever. Brush, paddle brush, and this is when my hair is dry. Now, when it's wet, that's a whole nother demon. Okay, we don't have time for that. So I'm just going to take some coconut oil and like just kind of go through. I use a lot because I have a lot of hair. A lot of hair. Okay. So what should we talk about, y'all? Really, to moisturize my hair is coconut oil. Like, that's it. Because I haven't found a product that I'm willing to spend like a bunch of money on that works for my hair. I got tired of experimenting with everything that really wasn't working. So I just use coconut oil for like right now. That's really the only thing working. And so I had gel in my hair because I throw my hair back in a ponytail a lot, like all the time. So, alright. Probably do the back part first. So I'm going to section this off. I just use my fingers to do it. So, let's talk about, I think a lot of people have questions on the fact that I'm 22 and I'm divorced. Like, I think that like raises some eyebrows. Like, how are you 22 and divorced? Did you close it again? Stop it. Like, how are you 20? Basically, how I became a single mom. Let's talk about that. How Taryn became a single parent. No, don't. I'm finna kick her out, but she ain't got no place to go. So, oh my God. Okay, so basically, me and Bailey's father, which you know Bailey, right there. Bailey's father, we met. I'm just gonna go back in time. We met July of 2014. Yeah, we met July 2014. We moved in together November of 2014. We got married December of 2014. And then I found out I was pregnant January of 2015. So everything really kind of happened at once. Like literally. Everything kind of just all at one time. There was no time for nothing. And everything really happened pretty fast. He was in the military at the time everything happened, and I was just working regular job. I think I was working at the mall or something. Hold on, maybe that'll keep it quiet for a little bit. I'll put on Tinkerbell. But anyway, so where did I leave off? I don't remember. I was talking about, yeah, so he was in the military. I worked a regular, if I don't say anything, what did you do? I worked a regular, job. I think I was working at a call center. Maybe I had changed over to, the mall. I don't remember. Basically, the nothing kind of job, like what anybody could do type of job. So yeah, that's what I was doing. And I believe around the summer of 2015, I was like already 6 months pregnant. Found out, my husband at the time had a mistress. And it wasn't making, like, he was just making up excuses why he wanted to be separated, why he wasn't coming home in the middle of the night. You know, just bullshit ass excuses to make it seem like he wasn't doing anything wrong. And it was kind of like, you know, dude, I never asked to really be with you. I didn't ask to marry you. I didn't ask to move in with you. Like, these are all things you asked for. And then for you to go get a whole mistress and basically leave me high and dry, it's kind of like, well, and on top of we're married and have a baby on the way, it's kind of like, really, bruh? Like, what the fuck? Like, what's wrong with you? So he left, and I had moved all my stuff out of the apartment. Like, everything in the apartment was already mine. So basically, you know, I just left the apartment, and I left his clothes, because that's all bro owned was his clothes, okay? And the couch his mama gave us. That's all he owned, was that. So that's what I left. I took the washer and dryer. Well, I did take his TV, but whatever. Fine, sit right here, be quiet. Sit here. So, yeah, I took his TV or whatever, but I don't give a fuck. The TV don't work now. Like, it ended up, TV ended up, you know, going out, so don't even have a TV no more. But, I'm like combobulated because this happened basically 2 years ago. Really, it's kind of fresh because it's been happening, well, it's been going on for a couple of years, and everything's really just cooled down now. So, but yeah, I had a mistress. He would never admit it to me. I basically found out on Facebook. The girl had a fight posted on her page. You know, we lived in a small town, and she had a fight posted on her page, and I wanted to see it. I'm like, okay, who are these hood rats fighting? Apparently, she was one of the hood rats. Didn't know. I added her. I didn't think, I don't know. Okay, now that the baby child is gone, literally, I don't even remember where I left off, but I'm gonna just start where I think I left off. Basically talking about, I found a girl on Facebook because of some other reason, but she just kept, you know, I don't know, I don't have Facebook anymore, but you know where it says people you might know or some shit, or may also know, or common friends, or da-da-da-da. Like, her face just kept popping up on there, and I'm like, why the fuck she keep coming? Like, it was just weird. So I added the girl, and I noticed how she, like, kept commenting on, like, all his shit. Social media will put you on blast real quick. And so I messaged her a few times, and I was like, you know, are you messing with my husband? Like, are you sleeping with him or whatever? And she would be like, she wouldn't say nothing, like, at all. And then when we would comment on the same thing, I would ask her, and she was like, well, why don't you ask him? Real side chick shit, okay? Like, real side chick shit. And, you know, shit the side chick would say. And so, you know, he would never answer or whatever, but, you know, women's intuition, it'll tell you everything you need to know. Every little thing you need to know. And I just had a feeling or whatever. So, you know, eventually, I think I was staying at my mom's. So this is before I moved out. This is before I moved out of the apartment, but I was still at my mom's house. I had to stay down there because, you know, he was supposedly talking about, you know, we're separated. I'm like, whatever. So I was at my mom's house, and I'm like trying to figure out why he's acting even funnier. Like, you know, what's the deal, bruh? Why are you acting weird? And so he confessed that, you know, he got the mistress pregnant. I'm like, okay, you got the mistress pregnant, so what are you going to do? Like, I was heartbroken, but then again, I wasn't, because I kind of wasn't happy. I don't know. So that needs to go on part 2, part 3 type. We need to go on a series of all this because it's too much put in one single, you know, take. And I'm missing a lot of details just to get to, anyway. So, yeah, so he puts us in a group message on Facebook, and, you know, she's like, she's keeping the baby. Mind you, she was just pregnant prior to her getting pregnant again, but pregnant by somebody else. So, and mind you, she had already had a child with somebody else. So this is her third pregnancy. And it just so happened to be by my, you know, ex-husband, well, husband at the time. But, you know, okay. So anyway, so she's like being ratchet in the message, as, you know, side chicks do, talking about, oh, well, I'm keeping it, and you ain't got to be a part of its life, and why would I have an abortion when I just had a miscarriage? Why are you sleeping around when you just have a miscarriage? And why are you sleeping with somebody else's man while you just had a miscarriage? Let's talk about that, okay? But anyway, that's all side note. So, where we gonna leave off at? So basically, nothing got resolved. She said she's keeping the baby. He's like, you know what? I want you to have an abortion. I want you to have my baby. Taryn's already pregnant with my baby. And, you know, we're married. And, you know, you were fun, but nah. So, you know, it was just bullshit the whole time. Bullshit. I'm stressed out with my pregnancy. He's like, no, don't leave me. Be with me type shit. I'm like, nah, bruh. I don't want to. So I had packed all my shit and moved out the apartment. So I packed everything, moved out of the apartment, and it wasn't until I was gone less than a week, and he's like already trying to get back, like, you know, let's be together, I love you, yada yada yada. And I'm like, okay, whatever, we can try to work this out. We are married, we do have a baby on the way, let's try to work this out for her. You know, I don't want her to have a broken home. This is what I'm thinking in my head. And so that's what was making me, you know, want to work it out. Mind you, I'm still pregnant. This is like August I moved out. So we're rolling close up to my due date, which was September 27th, which she wasn't actually born until October 4th. So I'm pregnant or whatever. We're trying to work it out. The side chick moves to Temple or some shit, then moves to Arkansas. That's a whole nother story. So I move in to his mom's house because, you know, we don't live at that apartment anymore. At least I wasn't going back to that apartment. Had me fucked up. His mom was cool with it, you know. She just wanted... Oh, I had stayed there, you know, prior to me slowly moving my things out of the apartment because I was pregnant as hell. So, of course, it wasn't that easy just to move everything out of the apartment on my own. And I wasn't working, so it just took a lot. So I was staying there about a week before I completely moved back home, which I am now. I was staying there about a week, and everything was fine with me and his mom, you know. We were cool. Me and his sisters were cool. We spent time together, talked. And, you know, I still don't have an issue with his family, you know. There's certain things that bother me about them sometimes. But I still consider them a part of my family because, you know, Bailey and everything. So it was just, hell, my own mama get on my fucking nerves. So that's just how I look at it. To me, it's not a big deal, but that's just me. But anyway, so I was staying there, and then, you know, he wanted me to come back, and then we both ended up at his mom's house. And I was like, you know, I want it to be like this until the baby gets here. And then I will go back to my mom's and be there. And then I really was waiting to see what was going to happen after our daughter was born. That was giving me enough time to kind of like gather myself, even though I wasn't really there together. I wasn't mentally there and emotionally there because I just had a bomb laid out on me. I'm pregnant as hell. You know, my car got totaled. So in the process of me trying to leave him, I got hit by a car. Mind you, I'm 8 months pregnant. I get hit by a car. My car gets totaled. It's unfixable. So I'm just going through all this nonsense and drama. And, you know, the side chick throwing slugs on Facebook because she's upset because, you know, he was like, well, I want my family and you the side chick, and denying the baby, saying the baby ugly, ain't his, this, that, and the third. So all this drama is just going on, and I'm just like, you know, this is getting too much. I can't deal with it. is just ridiculous. Like, I didn't sign up for this, you know. Just like I didn't sign up for the life I have now, but it is what it is. You take everything as it comes. So so Bailey's born. He's there when Bailey's born, you know. I had her on the military base post, on the military post, because it's the army. But I had her on Fort Hood. Okay, so I had her on Fort Hood. Then directly after we left from the hospital, we came down to Austin to where, you know, where me and Bailey are now. So when it was time to go back, I was like, okay, well, we can't go back to your mom's house, so let's get a house on post. I was like, I have to live on post. Like, if I'm coming back to this hellhole, like, I have to live on post. Like, fuck it. But even then, in my mind, I still knew I wasn't coming back. Like, I just knew, like, I wasn't coming back. Like, I don't know why I knew that, but I just knew I wasn't coming back. Like, that's kind of weird. So we get the house on post. Shit then goes left again. Well, that's just too much detail. I'm trying to confine all this into one video, but I already know there's gonna be a part 2 and 3, whatever. So yeah, got the house on posts. Things still not really working out. Let's fast forward into, I guess, after New Year's, which I would say, let's fast forward to my birthday of 2016. So, which was last year. So, my birthday, 2016, let's go to Valentine's Day, because that's the day before. He picks me and Bailey up, and we're just all over the place. Mind you, no candy, no nothing, no bear, no happy Valentine's Day, no nothing. Like, fuck Valentine's Day. Even though you treat your wife like shit for a whole fucking year, you know, made her pregnancy hell, why would I get you anything for Valentine's Day? So, I'm emotional, I'm crying, and mind you, this is like towards the middle of the day, and why did you escape? You can only be here if you're gonna be quiet. Alright, anyway. So I'm crying and emotional because, you know, you treat me like shit for a whole year. You ruined my pregnancy. Like, you were a horrible person. Like, I'm thinking you're gonna make today fantastic. And tomorrow's my birthday. Like, I'm thinking, okay, you coming with all of it. So we get back to so he stops at HEB and gets me some chocolate covered strawberries and a bear and just some other stuff, and I'm just like, whatever, nigga, I don't want it. Like, if I have to cry to get it, I don't want it. So sorry for the interruption again. Valentine's Day didn't give me shit till I started crying. You know, I was like, I don't want it. Ended up at his mom's house. We made up, kind of, whatever. We went back to my parents' house. He falls asleep. Bailey's asleep. So they're both asleep. I'm going through his pockets because really I'm trying to find a nigga phone, okay? I'm trying to find your phone. And I'm trying to get in that bitch because you trifling as shit and I want to know what you're doing, okay? Cool. So we all got that, right? Go into his pockets, looking for his phone, find condoms. We're married, bitch. Why do you have condoms? Please tell me why you have condoms. Like, I need to know. I would really like to know because we don't use condoms. Like, I really, really want to know why you have condoms in your pocket. So, of course, that ends up in a fight. Physical fight. Literally. Like, fists to fists to face to all types of fight. So, then we're fighting, you know, my mom comes out of her room and she's like, what's going on? And he's basically thinking my mom's gonna help him. Like, okay, bitch, that's cute. So as he's, you know, talking about, Miss Sharon, she hit me, I said, Boop, right in the motherfucking nose. Yes, bitch, I did hit you. You damn right, I hit you. Tell her again. And so she's like, Josh, just leave. Just go. Like, leave. So he leaves. Why this nigga call his own motherfucking unit on himself? To get himself put, like, stuck on the barracks for 24 hours. No, 48 hours. So you called your unit, told on yourself, because you thought I was going to call your unit, and told what happened, and you got stuck in the barracks for 48 hours. Like, he couldn't leave post. I forgot what it's, like, the real word for it, but he couldn't leave post, basically. So, yeah, we got into it. I spent my 21st birthday by myself. Like, alone, basically. His parents had came down and took Bailey shopping and got her, some stuff, some clothes and all that. And I just basically stayed in the house and didn't do shit and didn't talk to nobody. And yeah. That was the most miserable. No, I've had miserable birthdays, but that's one of them. I've had some pretty fucked up birthdays, but that's definitely one of them. So yeah. So then, let's get to March. March, the other baby's born. And I'm just, like, dealing with all the drama. I just can't. Like, this hood rat wants this boy so much, and really, I'm over him. He don't pay bills on time. He ain't trying to put a roof over his family's head. He's not doing what I feel like a man and a husband and a father should do. I gives a fuck how young we are. You're not doing what I need you to do, so I'm over it. Like, fuck all of this. You can have all of this. I don't care. Like, I'm already back at my mama's house. It's Gucci, fam. Like, whatever. So, yeah, the baby's born. He's still denying the baby because in his mind, I guess he thinks that we're going to be together. And, calling the baby bald-headed, saying the baby don't look shit like him. In my opinion, the baby really don't look like him. That's just my opinion. I feel like the baby looks like her. But, again, my opinion. Also, that's some tea with some whiskey. Mix it all up. We're going to serve that later. So, anyway, I feel like the baby don't look like him. But that's neither here or there. So, but yeah, he's still denying it, saying the baby's ugly. So I'm like, you know what? But prior to this, I had already put him on child support. Like, prior to the baby being born, I was like, you know what? I'm sick of your shit. I already know what this is. And let me go ahead. Attorney General, yeah, this motherfucker done lost his mind. So we need to go ahead and put them papers on him because, yeah, he tripping. We might as well do it now because I already know he already wasn't giving me anything. Like, I'm out here, I don't have no job, I'm taking care of your daughter. Like, he would come around with a box of Pampers and wipes every once in a while, formula every once in a while, but he really wasn't. Like, I shouldn't have to ask you for no money, bro. I'm your wife, I have your daughter, come on now. But, whatever. So, he wouldn't give me no money. So, let's fast forward to the baby's born. And I'm just over the drama. I'm like, yeah, I'm really over this. We really can't be together. Ain't no way in hell we gonna be together. So, I'm like, I can't. And he's like trying to tell her they're gonna be together anyway. So, I'm like, you know what, bitch, have them. I keep turning them down. You want them. I don't. So, here you go. What did I do with that rubber band? You want them? I don't. Here, take them. So, I'm generous enough to give him to her. Or whatever. So, basically, they're together now. Or whatever. Because I didn't want to be with him. I didn't want to be with him. I didn't want to live with him. I didn't want to work the marriage out. Granted, that was in the March of last year, so March of 2016. Like, when was last year? March of 2016, I had decided that And granted, we didn't become divorced until December of 2016. And I hadn't even filed no divorce papers until November of 2016. So, yeah. But that's for a whole nother story time. Chit chat. Get to whatever. That's for a whole nother. Because that involves some family violence, that involves some protective orders being put on people, that involves the cops, and that involves niggas losing their rights, okay? Not even like their rights, but you know, like custody. Bailey's father has 0 custody rights, so he can only see her when I say so and how I say so. And he can thank himself and his mistress, soon-to-be wife. So for all y'all mistresses out there, just stick through, baby, because eventually, when the wife don't want them, you get to have them. You're second runner-up. Congratulations, bitch. Congratulations. Okay? But nah, for real though. I don't see how another woman could want to take somebody else's place. Like, basically, and he's told her many a times, you know, my wife don't want me. You want me, so I'm going to be with you. Like, who tells somebody that? And who accept that? Like, that's a bitch with some low self-esteem to accept that kind of treatment. I know it ain't over some, like, I know it ain't because of his dick, because trust me, I've had it. It ain't all that. So that definitely ain't the reason why. It definitely ain't. But I'm just saying. Stick through. And eventually, you'll become the wife. If you stick around. I mean, if y'all watch my last vlog, y'all will see Bailey saw her father for the first time in like 7 or 8 months. That was the first time she's seen him. And she do what she always do when she see him, cry. She's always done that. That's never changed. Like, you know, she's always cried. She's always thrown a tantrum. Since she was 5 months old, Bailey has acted like that with him. Because children, they hear stuff in the womb, okay? They feel everything the mother feels, you know, all of that. And so Bailey will probably, for the most part, always feel like that towards him. And it's his fault. It is his fault. Like, she is definitely 100% a mommy's girl. She loves her mama. You can't tell shit about her mama. It is what it is. So, I mean, yeah, that was basically how I became a single mother, guys. Sorry. No, I'm streaming out here on the floor, but I don't care. That's how I became a single mother. And honestly, I don't regret anything that happened. I don't regret saying I'm done. I don't. Like, most women are like, well, we already have all these kids. How am I financially take care of them? Or we have a child. How am I, like, it can be done. I would never sacrifice my happiness. Never. Because at the end of the day, if I'm sticking around for the kids, if mama ain't happy, ain't nobody finna be happy up in this bitch. That's just the way it is. Like, that's just the way it is. So, I wasn't happy. And, oh shit, I wasn't happy. And I didn't want to raise Bailey seeing how unhappy I was. I didn't want her to know and to think in her mind, this is how, you know, a marriage is supposed to be. You know, daddy cheats all the time. Daddy has children outside the marriage. And mom just deals with it and lays down and, you know, and daddy doesn't help provide or take care of anything. And yeah, no, like, that was the last thing I was finna deal with. So I was like, fuck all of that. Like, for real. Fuck all of that. I'm not finna be unhappy. I'm just not. So honestly, leaving was the best thing I ever did. Like, I love my daughter. I don't feel like, you know, she's a mistake at all. Sometimes I wish she had a more mature father. You know, somebody who, you know, would step up a little bit more. Because I'm not with the excuses. And he always has 1,000 of them. And I'm like, bruh, excuses, fucking excuses. Like, Bailey don't care about none of that. Bailey don't care that you ain't got no job, boo. She's still hungry. Bailey don't care that, you know, she just don't give a fuck. Like, she's still a child. She still needs things. And I'll be damned if I ever give my child the excuse of why she ain't being fed, she ain't got clean clothes, she ain't got a roof over her head. No, fuck all of that. I'm gonna do whatever I have to make sure my child, has. I'm going to provide 100%. Just like, you know, I've been doing, I had to for the last, shit, how old's Bailey? 18 months old? Like, I've been doing it. I haven't had no handouts, no nothing. It's just been me and Bailey. Granted, I don't pay rent right now, this time being, but, you know, eventually, pretty soon I'll be paying rent. I already have a car note, you know, all of these other bills, I've been paying them by myself with my money. And, you know, don't get me wrong, like, I go out sometimes, not every weekend, you know, I do go out of town sometimes, just sometimes. And single parents really need a break. All parents need a break, but I feel like single parents need it more because it's just them. Like, they have nobody else. They have no help. And they do have help, but it's like not a day-to-day help. Like, it's not like when there's two parents, like, okay, well, I can leave and not worry about, you know, well, you know, this person has to do this. Or, you know, they're probably tired of watching her. You know, like, because that's the other parent. Like, that's your fucking job. You're the parent. So, therefore, if the other parent leaves, that's what the fuck you do. You step up. Even when the other parent's there, you still step up. But, you know, I don't know if I'm explaining this right. But, like, when I have Bailey and my sister's watching her, my mom's watching her, my brother's watching her, whoever's watching Bailey, I always have to take in consideration, well, you know, she's probably getting on their nerves. So, let me go and go get her. Because they're probably tired of watching her. It's just a lot that goes into it, okay? Being a single mom is definitely, it's a handful. And although I'm, like, upset my mom is basically abandoning us to go to Florida for whatever fucking reason, can't figure it out. It's neither here nor there. Although I feel that way, I'm glad I have my sister and brother because they are a huge help when it comes to Bailey. Like, they're really all I got when it comes to Bailey. And no, my best friend, Labria, she's a good help too. Like, she really is. She's the best aunt, you know, my sister too. So, I appreciate all of the help I get. Like, I really do. I'm blessed as hell. Blessed as hell. Anyway, I'm very blessed. And, guys, we will see what this next chapter holds for me and baby. We will definitely see because it is something else, okay? Yeah, I do have a lot of hair, I know. A lot of hair, and I ain't even done with it. But since I'm done telling the story, and yes, this is my real hair. Like, y'all can't tell from me sectioning it off, which I ain't really been doing, but like, yeah, that's my real hair. All of it's my real hair. But anyway, yes, I know I'm not done with my hair, but I'm gonna end this video here. Comment, like, and subscribe if you want to hear part 2. I refuse to make another one unless y'all comment, like, and subscribe. Okay, so there will be no part 2. There will be no well, so how did you get the divorce in less than a month? Or how did you why did you put a protective order against him, and why hasn't he seen Bailey in 7 months? Yeah, y'all need to comment, like, and subscribe, and share this video. Okay, bye.